I don't think anyone, not even Sandfall Interactive themselves, expected Clair Obscur Expedition 33 to be as big of a hit as it is right now. All over the internet, it's being praised by pretty much everyone for its story, art style, characters, dialogue, and oh my god, the soundtrack. Suffice to say, Expedition 33 will go down in video game history as one of the greats. I'm currently on my 3rd playthrough, and I'm still finding new things to learn, new areas to explore, new dialogue I haven't heard, and more goddamn Pictos. But I think I just stumbled upon the biggest secret of all. The game's entire twist is hidden in plain sight. You see, I was working on a video going over all the lyrics of all the songs in Expedition 33. There's over 170 tracks in the game, so I had to listen to all of them. Not that I'm complaining, the game has an incredible soundtrack. I looked through all the lyrics of all of the songs, and I noticed that there's a pattern. Lorien Testard, the main guy who made the soundtrack, used a mixture of Old French language and Italian language to make his soundtrack, which makes it very difficult for us fans to translate it and interpret it. However, there are some lyrics that are easily translated and can be interpreted very easily, but I digress. There is a phrase that most of these songs have in common, and I'm sure you're all fully aware of that phrase.
Clair obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Oh, clair obscur.
What is Clair Obscur, you may be asking? Is it the artist placing their name on the title, like Tom Clancy? No, it's nobody's name. Actually, the phrase Clair Obscur refers to the artistic technique of using strong contrasts between light and dark to create depth, volume, and dramatic effect in paintings. It's a much more common method of painting than you might think. In English, it's usually phrased as, how do you pronounce that? Chiaroscuro, I think? Now, this can be taken at face value. Some might think that this phrase is merely used to describe the game's beautiful art style. Others might suggest that Clair Obscur is what the painters in the world of Expedition 33 use as their source of power. Valid interpretations, but what if I told you there is a more mind-blowing interpretation of this phrase that will make you look at the game in a whole new way? I'm about to share some heavy spoilers for the game, so if you don't want anything ruined, please click off now. Are they gone? Alright. As we all know from the end of Act 2, the world we've been exploring is a fake. It exists entirely inside of a canvas painting, created by the gifted Desantre family. This family, Renoir, Aline, Clea, Verso, and Alicia, had a special gift that allowed them to paint an imaginary world inside of a canvas, pushing the very boundaries of creation. One day, a tragic fire took the life of Verso and gravely wounded Alicia, completely shattering the family. Consumed by grief, Aline used Verso's painting as a way of coping with her son's death, beginning the fracture that we see in the game. The phrase Clair Obscur is written in a lot of the tracks in the game. Lumière, Lune, and of course, Una vie à Tiamia. That's how you say it, right? And its other 11-minute siblings. At first glance, it doesn't appear as much. They used Clair Obscur out of nowhere, like it's their favorite word. In the English translation, this section of the song reads, "My love stays, waits, painting in the chiaroscuro." In the chiaroscuro? That doesn't make any sense. Let's switch chiaroscuro with Clair Obscur, because it's the French translation, because why not? My love stays, waits, painting in the Clair Obscur. Well, the phrase is French anyway, so that just brings it back to chiaroscuro, and we all know chiaroscuro is a method of painting, 3D effects. Yeah, we get it. So what do the lyrics mean by this? Clair Obscur. Clair Obscur is in the game's title, for crying out loud, so clearly it has some significance. Well, let's go back to the definition of Clair Obscur. It's an artistic technique of using strong contrasts between light and dark to create depth, volume, dramatic effect. It's what artists in real life use to make 3D effects on a canvas. On a canvas. A canvas! A canvas! Hold on. The word canvas obviously has heavy ties to the game's plot. It's what the characters in the real world used to create the world we explored in the first place. But if we associate the words the canvas with Clair Obscur, it might just give us the answer we need. Let's replace the phrase Clair Obscur with the words the canvas. My love stays, waits, painting in the canvas. In the song Una vie épinglée, the English translation reads, Alina will suffer, Alicia will cry in the canvas. The song Lumière s'étend, iris petals invade the streets of the waiting day, a complicit cloud of a flickering canvas. Clair Obscur in this interpretation means canvas, or at least a variation of the word canvas. The game's title, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, isn't just an artistic reference. It's actually referencing the biggest plot twist in the entire game. So that means the game's title, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, is actually the canvas Expedition 33. The game's plot twist is in the title! Yanme Brosh, you sneaky Nevron! You gave us the answer this whole time! I can't believe it! We were given the game's plot twist from the very beginning! What a discovery! Players have been trying to interpret Clair Obscur as simply the method of painting, a cool name for Sandfall's first release. Little did they know that this phrase, these two words, are the most important words in the entire game. This fundamentally changes how we look at the game. It's an incredible piece of foreshadowing that proves just how much thought and genius went into every single detail of this masterpiece. But if they hid this, what else did they sneak into the game? What other clues have we all missed in the soundtrack, the dialogue, or the stunning art style? The hunt for secrets is far from over, and I'm already deep in my next playthrough. What do you all think? Are you as mind-blown as I am? Let me know in the comments. Please spread the word. We need to get everybody in on this. Or if you want to see me talk about Clair Obscur, or should I say the canvas, Expedition 33 in the future, please like the video and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want. Tomorrow comes. Adieu, mon ami.